When I was in high school, I set the record for the most receiving yards in 1 year.
You took that many dicks. You didn't play football.
I did play football in high school.
Answer is no, because you did more baseball.
You got to ask questions.
No, I don't want to. I chose hostility. You get a spanking later.
You know the whole point of this is to try to get me to answer questions.
Did you wear a helmet when you played football?
Yes.
Did you wear a jersey when you played football?
Yes.
Did you run a lot when you played football?
Yes.
All right, I think I figured it out. You didn't play football.
You're like the worst questions ever. You suck at this.
Rat Talks with Zach
And RJ. We did want to talk about pet peeves.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. My biggest pet peeve is when people say you can't make that shit up. Yes, you can. You can make up so much shit. Oh, I was walking to work today and I dropped my sandwich. Can't make that shit up. Yes, I just made that shit up, you know?
I just made it up. It was actually easier to make up than actually not make up.
Exactly. So you can't make shit up. It bugs me. When people say it, I immediately lose respect for them. I just feel like they just are dumb people because they have no creativity or imagination, thinking you can't make up the fact that, I don't know, your alarm didn't go off because your phone was updating.
Irregardless of what you're saying, I hate it when people say irregardless because they had to put that into a freaking dictionary because people kept saying regardless wrong so many times. They're like, you know what, screw it. Irregardless, which to my understanding isn't ear at the beginning of something like negate it. So now you're saying not regarding?
Yeah,
I'll
so like
Google that
irresistible, so like not resistible.
Yeah, right? Isn't it?
Yeah.
It creates a negative association. So now you're saying the opposite, but it means the exact same. English is broken. I feel bad for anyone trying to learn this language. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I always thought growing up, I was always like, English is so easy. It's so easy. I don't get why people don't learn it more. And then I grew up and started learning some other languages, and I'm not like fluent in any language, just, you know, Spanish class, learning, like, you talk to me about like speaking German and stuff like that. I'm learning English is one of the most complicated languages, like, because it makes no sense.
Yeah. There's that comedian, he's like talking about the word shit and how it's like, I am shit, but you are the shit. Totally different meanings if you put the in front of it. He brings up like 3 more examples just with the word shit, and you're like, oh man, that's confusing.
English sucks.
It is confusing. I before E, except after C, if we feel like it.
Except for neighbor and way. And
I didn't even know examples. I just know we just make up things because it's apparently it's a Germanic language that also has Latin roots and stuff. So it's a mixture of languages, and then obviously just words keep getting added. You know, my favorite thing is though is that like Spanish and stuff, they don't even try. Like we invent a word, we'll be like computer, and they'll be like computadora. You're like, come on, bro. Like you didn't even try.
Yeah, lefto, righto. Have you heard? There's this dude. I forget. I think he was like a French singer or something like that, and he made a song in gibberish to show English speakers what English sounds like to non-English speakers. That shit slaps, but you have no idea what he's saying because he's not saying anything at all. But it sounds like he's speaking English.
That's really cool. There's a book that is written that's like a botanical looking book. It talks about like species and fauna, like all these plants and stuff like that. And nobody can even understand what it is. It's like I don't know how old. It's a pretty old book, and it has nonsense. But it's like graphically detailed, like it's a scientific book. And I'm just like, wow, greatest troll of all time, you know?
And better than the Rickroll. How did the Rickroll become the Rickroll? Do you know?
No.
Like, why that song? There are so many songs in the world. Why that song?
That's what I would think. The drum right off the bat.
It just fits perfectly into the segue or transition or whatever.
I think only a better one could have been I can feel it calling in the air. I don't know how that one goes anymore.
Bro, when I was in high school, I hope that my old, high school baseball coach listens to this one day so I can point out how dumb he is. We used to, before every game, my coach used to take us into we had like a little clubhouse area. It's nothing fancy, but it had like a couple couches and shit in there. And it was tiny too. So like, imagine like a trailer, like an RV size. And we had to fit 15 or 16 guys in there, like juniors and seniors in high school. And we all had to squeeze in. We're sitting on each other's laps. He would turn off the lights, pull out his cell phone to the loudest volume, play In the Air by Phil Collins. And he would be like, everyone close your eyes. I want you to use mentalization. Now you're at bat. there's a fastball coming. It's inside. You swing. Foul ball. And what we would do is when we were, because none of us took it seriously, obviously. You can't get 16, 17-year-olds guys to like focus on that. Yeah. And so what we would do is whoever was like sitting on the other's laps, we actually sat on each other's laps, we would like squeeze our butt cheeks to like the beat. So we'd be like squeezing our butts like boo, 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 boo.
You would squeeze your butt cheeks?
Oh yeah, we'd squeeze our butt cheeks. Yeah, one time I remember walking in and one of my buddies, I walked into the little clubhouse because we had like lockers and stuff in there. And I walked in and I just see pants around ankles. He's bent over and his nuts were like tucked up behind like his thighs. And he called it the fruit basket.
He's a man of culture.
Yeah, anyways, give me your pet peeve.
3 people in the world might get offended by what I'm about to say.
Okay.
Bicyclists. Just in general.
I think more than 3. I think I know exactly who you're talking about. Won't mention anything about it, but I know exactly who you're talking about.
Well, yeah, but I mean, also just get off the road. I think there's certain cities that are built for it and it's cool. I don't know about where you live, but where I live, there's a lot of cars that park on the roads, which is also annoying, but you know, whatever.
Oh yeah.
But then a bicyclist turns it now from you know, potentially barely being able to pass a normal 2-lane to now a 1-lane with this stupid spandex for no reason. Like, he's not a pro.
Little,
Just
like,
wear
back
shorts.
pads that like why you're wearing back pads.
Yeah, man. Why are you drinking water? Why do you got a water bottle?
Why would you do that? Why are you wearing a helmet? Helmets are for
Yeah, pussy. So, just
kidding. I'm an advocate. Wear a helmet. I don't care how old you are.
I am too. I was about to comment on a YouTube video. I saw a skateboarder skating without a helmet. I was like, no, RJ, that's lame. And I was like, I could save his life. And I'm like, no, other people have already tried, RJ. Other people have already told him. He's a YouTube skateboarder. I'm sure he's heard that. Yeah. No, so I just wish it was legal to mow them down with my car, and my car didn't take damage, and then problem solved. Get a better hobby. I don't know.
You say I went from 0 to 100. You went, yeah, I don't really like bicyclists because they kind of force you over. I just wish I could hit them with my car.
No, I just don't like bicyclists, so I like to squeeze my butt cheeks to music.
Yeah, exactly. No, I agree though. Actually, that's a good pet peeve. I think a lot of people hate bicyclists. Do you hate bicyclists? Let us know.
Let us know.
I think, because I feel the same way. Maybe it's like a slightly different. I more hate bicyclists that like don't stay in the bike lane. It's like especially if there's like a full bike lane for them and they're on the road part of the white line, which is crazy to me. We can go on a tangent on this one later, but isn't it crazy how like you're driving and the only thing protecting you from like a 70-mile-an-hour crash is a white line on the ground?
Yeah.
Or a yellow line on the ground?
Yeah, you're just like, please don't kill me, please don't kill me. I feel like they should ride on oncoming traffic lines for that reason. Like, they should be on the opposite right of way so that they can see cars coming and then move over to the sidewalk if they're about to get hit, like they could all the time. Like, they should just be on the sidewalk. I know they're not supposed to, but shut up, all you bike lawyers. Just get on the sidewalk. I don't give a fuck, you know? Like, there's nobody on that sidewalk. Get on the sidewalk. If there's people on the sidewalk, barely moving to the bike lane or the road for like 3 feet, and bunny hop back on quickly. What about you? What's one of your other pet peeves?
I think so. One of my this is my second biggest pet peeve is I hate when people abbreviate their names. Like, just use your normal first name.
I was gonna say my next pet peeve is people named Zach. It's really funny that you beat me to it. All right, so what he's trying to say is my name is RJ, but my full name is actually Rick James.
Oh,
I just cut off the B typically, so I just leave it RJ.
No, an actual one. I'm one of those. I'm a grammar. Probably shouldn't say that word, even though it wasn't in the same context. I hate when people don't know the difference between your and there. And then even more is I actually hate myself when I accidentally use the wrong one. It doesn't happen often, but it's happened before. And I just hate myself. I can't sleep that night. I can't eat. I can't drink. I can't do anything because I'm just thinking about how I use, THEIR instead of THERE.
You know what? You just gave me a pet peeve. You want to hear it?
Let me hear it.
People that are like you that have that much of an issue with like words like that. Like, also to add to that, people are like, ooh, moist. I hate that word. It's like, shut the fuck fuck up. You only hate that word because you saw some fucking meme or something that says it's a gross word. Like, you didn't care about the word until somebody said it was a bad word.
Yeah, what makes moist gross? Are you? I guess
weird.
like you just think about things that are moist, but like a moist cake. Do you hate moist cakes?
It's fine. Fuck you. If you're
Yeah.
moist, well then maybe it's just because you just, I don't know, you're a poser.
You're a fake. You're a fraud.
Go get a job, you fraud.
Keeping on like the grammar thing, another pet peeve. I'm cutting you off. We were gonna go back and forth, but people who don't know how to use a or an, like I had a awesome time. Like it's an awesome time because it's like before the vowel. But it gets confusing because if I say like RJ, it's not a RJ, it's an RJ, which is
sounds,
confusing.
not by how it's spelled. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Why do we
'cause,
have
like, R?
Yeah.
And I mean, obviously it's spelled R, but like you say it like A-R-E, so it starts with a vowel the way you say it.
It's dumb. I think there's a lot of things. I wish they would like recreate another language that just got rid of everything that was dumb. I've Googled like the female. Some languages have female, male. Some of them have neutral on top of that, so they have 3 variants, and they're all pointless from what I've gathered. There's.
I
like,
think we
no
should go back to
value.
grunts.
Ooh. You ever thought about like how you'd think if you didn't know no words, like if you were a caveman?
Yeah, I've thought about like dogs. Like, how do dogs like?
Ooh.
Yeah, it's basically exactly the same. Like you hear sit, but you don't really know what sit is, but you know that sound means to sit down. But how do you think? Do you know how like? Do you know some people don't have a voice in their head? Like, you know when you think thoughts, like, and you think in like your own voice and stuff, or you can think in like a really cool like accent if you wanted to.
Yeah, there's like people that can't imagine, which is a hard thing to imagine. They like literally same concept, just like can't envision things. They can't see things too in their own head. They see words only. I was like, you'd be really screwed if you were a caveman and you didn't have words on top of that. You just couldn't think. You'd just be the dumbest person in the tribe.
Would that make you less intelligent, I guess?
For
I mean,
sure.
like,
if you didn't have words on top of it. I think you can function just fine nowadays, but if you just had nothing in your brain going on, you're just like, I can't imagine what an apple looks like. I see one, I immediately forgot what it looks like, and I don't know words.
Yeah, speaking of like the apple, I saw this one thing is like, there are some people, when you say think of an apple, like, all right, so if I say think of an apple, what are you thinking of? Are you thinking of like
success.
a realistic apple? Are you thinking like a cartoon apple?
I think of Steve Jobs. I think about success. I think about leading a company, being an entrepreneur.
Cutting my kids out of my life.
I think of an apple, normal apple, or red apple.
We probably think the same thing then.
What do you think of? Why are you bringing that up?
I saw someone talking about how like some people, like the way that you perceive things or something. So like if you're told to think of an apple, like there are many different types of apples that you can think of. So like what do you think of and does it mean anything? I don't know.
I think of everything in plushies. Like everything to me is a Beanie Baby. And I think of it in Beanie Baby form. Yeah. You said apple, I think of a Beanie Baby form apple.
That's common, actually.
Yeah. Everything I think of is a fluffy teddy bear, some variation of a fluffy teddy bear.
Damn, I don't want to be in your mind.
When I think of you and I dream, I think of a little zipper on the back and a little stuffing I can put inside and a little Zach hat.
So you're saying when you dream of me, you dream of stuffing me.
Yeah.
That's what I dream of you, but I'm not talking about like cotton.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Talking about my dick.
Oh, that's nice of you.
I love you, man.
Me too. What other pet peeves do you have?
No, I just gave 2. Well, give me another one of yours. You've given bicyclists.
I hope that other people have this pet peeve. I really do. This determines my buying options, my buying choices.
Okay.
Like, this is a lifelong thing. And I'm really stressing this to you. If you fuck up this purchase, it ruins seconds of your life every week. I'm talking about a microwave that doesn't have a 30-second button quick start. You can have a minute. It's cool, but it's not near as useful. Now I have to, 30 seconds is not going to do anything wrong. Like, you'll melt a little bit of ice cream maybe. You get something slightly heated. Bop, 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 bop. 2 minutes right there. Bop, 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 bop. 2.5 minutes right there.
Wait, so you don't like the 30-second thing?
No. Bro, why would you even say that?
I don't know. Honestly, the way
I
you
love
said it,
them.
I couldn't tell.
I love the
Wait.
30-second. I need
You
the
like
30
the 30 second. Oh, so
I like-
they need the 30
What
second.
are you? Oh, you're one of those button typers. You
I'm
two
one of those
13
confused
enter?
by what you're trying to explain right now.
They know.
I
They
don't
know.
think they do. They might. I don't know. Maybe I'm just dumb.
Well, have you ever had a 30-second microwave where you hit the 30
Yes,
second
my
button?
microwave has plus 30 seconds. I use it
Because
all the
you're
time.
on that wave. You know what I'm talking about, RA. I don't need some of these underprivileged people have never had a 30-second microwave. They just have minutes or they don't even have a quick start function. At that point, you need to talk to your parents and have a conversation about why they raised you wrong.
You were raised wrong because you don't have 30 seconds on your microwave.
Yeah, bro. Like, I'd rather spend like less money and get the worst heating one that's like only, I don't know, 700 watts for 500 or 100. I don't know. I haven't bought a microwave for like years.
That's a good point, though. Do you ever listen to the, microwave on high for 45 seconds? No, I'm doing it for a minute on whatever it's set to.
Flip it upside down. No. Max I'll do is I'll stir it.
The only thing, and my wife discovered this. I don't know if she discovered it or she actually followed the instructions and like figured out that it actually works. Those Jimmy Dean breakfast sandwiches. Thaw them out overnight, wrap them in a paper towel, put them in the microwave for 1 minute, and they're the most perfect breakfast sandwiches ever. And if you've never done that, credits to my wife. I won't say her name, but she started doing that, so I started doing it, and it is, no cold center, no frozen egg still, even though everything else burns your mouth.
Okay, so those ones you're supposed to change the amount of wattage that goes into your microwave for the first like half cook. Then you flip it around and change it to like 1200 or something.
Oh, is that what the actual instructions are? I don't even know.
Dude,
I
those
just
things
do it
are
this way.
advanced, man. You have to have a degree in rocket science in order to microwave those properly.
Either that or eat a frozen egg with a burning hot sausage.
You know what?
They're touching each other, but somehow they didn't both heat up.
Rat Talks.
Hey, what are you doing over there? You're on the toilet right now, aren't you? Are you cleaning?
Yep.
Are you cleaning the window? What are you doing? Are you vacuuming? Are you mowing the lawn? What else are they doing?
Taking a shit is probably what they're doing.
Yeah.
Are you working right now? Are
working?
Are you listening to us while you're working? Probably
Do you
not.
even
No
do you
one's
even listen to
listening
me
us at all.
anymore? I feel like our viewers don't even listen to me anymore.
Yeah, they never did. You have to have viewers to listen to you.
Well, while you're there taking a poopy, maybe just flip a little down and hit a little subscribe button. Hit a little subscribe. It helps us out, makes us feel better. I can tell my mom that we got more subscribers when you do it.
Yeah, his mom is very hard on him. Anytime that we post a video and don't get a subscriber, he gets a one slap in the face.
Yeah, I'm trying to get out of my mom's place.
Yeah, the reason he lost his voice is his mom missed and slapped his vocal cord instead.
It was very painful for me, mostly emotionally.
Anyway, so I want to play a game with you. I want to play a game. It's not original, I understand that, but I think I can trick you or like into thinking both ways. So is it true or false? I'm going to tell you a fact about my life, and you have about like a minute to two to ask me some questions, and I have to answer those questions, and then you determine whether I'm telling the truth or not.
I mean, that's a little vain, but yeah, sure, go ahead. Narcissist.
When I was in high school, I set the record for the most receiving yards in 1 year for our conference.
You took that many dicks?
Yep. Yeah, if there's 99 dicks on the wall, how many did you choke on? None, because I'm a professional.
Okay, you took the most receiving yards in football?
Yeah.
You didn't play football.
I did play football in high school.
You played baseball more.
I played both.
You're just doing this as a humble brag. I get it. But no, you didn't. Answer is no, because you did more baseball.
You didn't ask me any
That's why you
questions.
got weird
You can ask-
shoulder strength. This dude would bench like 300 like this. You know, you're supposed to kind of bend in. He'd just be like, yeah, I'm fine. Because he had
Yeah,
just
it's
like
'cause
the
I do a lot of
strongest
shoulder
shoulders
workouts.
ever. Yeah, he's a pitcher.
Just-
Such a good
So if I was a
pitcher.
pitcher, was I actually a quarterback or was I a wide receiver? Because I'm also tall. You have to ask questions and you have to get down to the bottom of it.
No, I don't want to. I came back from being a piss and I chose hostility. Calling you a narcissist. I kind of no, you didn't because you played more baseball. I don't need to ask questions.
Well, I also played football in high school.
You're making that up too, or you never told me that. And if so, you get a spanking later.
Oh,
No, it's not true.
you know the whole point of this is to try to get me to answer questions.
No. Okay. Did you wear a helmet when you played football?
Yes.
Did you wear a jersey when you played football?
Yes.
Did you run a lot when you played football?
Yes.
All right, I think I figured it out. You didn't play football.
I did play football. You're like the worst questions ever.
Just simple
Here's
bait
an example.
questions to
All
get it over
right,
with.
this is literally a simple question that you could have asked me. How many receiving yards did you have?
How many receiving yards did you have?
There's 4,791 receiving yards at the end of the season.
When do I get to the point where I answer the question?
You have to ask questions to get a better idea. Then you could be something like
You're asking the
does
worst person.
does that include
Football's the one
postseason?
where football's the one where they kick it or they throw it. Which one is it?
Both.
Can I phone my dad?
Yeah, sure. Call him.
You're asking the worst person, dude. Well, did you go fast?
I was decently fast.
Did you have when you received the ball, did you have it in your hands?
Yes, I had it in my hands when I received it, except for when I dropped it, because I did drop it sometimes.
I'm going to determine that's 3 lies and 0 truths.
You suck at this. You're really unimaginative. Do you have any other questions?
Were you ever scared?
One time I got my clock cleaned. I was turning and I wasn't paying attention, and this dude hit me from the side. It was an illegal hit, but didn't get caught. But that scared me a little bit. I was always a little on edge after that.
I've never heard that phrase. That's really cool. And clock cleaned?
Yeah.
Like your time
I got
was wiped?
nailed.
Yeah.
I don't know where it comes from, but yeah.
I'd assume it.
I was
means
literally,
you got
it was
knocked out
basically like I was
typically.
looking this way, and the dude hit me from the side. You know how helmets block your vision a little bit? So
Yeah.
I didn't see him, and all of a sudden I just got hit and was on the ground. And so like ever since then, I was always very like whipping my head around.
Bro, you would have bullied me in high school.
Why?
You'd be like, what's up,
bully anyone in
loser?
I didn't
emo
bully
kid.
anyone in high school. I had emo friends. I had friends of all cultures.
Did you play wide receiver?
Yes,
Then yeah, it's true. You did because they run more.
they do run more. I did not have the high school receiving record. I only played football for 1 year when I was a freshman, and I was the long snapper.
Fuck you, dude. You just made me do all this work for no fucking reason.
The whole reason is for you to try to snip out whether I'm telling the truth or not. And my job is to make you believe that I'm telling the truth. Or if I am telling the truth, then I need to throw in some things that make you question it. But like I have to answer like as I guess not honestly because it's a lie. But
Yeah, dude, I was kind of right. It was like, you didn't play football. You didn't play for like a year.
I did play football in high school.
A year.
Yeah, my freshman year I was the long snapper, and then I played baseball year round.
There we go. Now that's the Zach I know.
The clock clean story is actually true. When I got
Yeah.
hit, that was true. I was playing defensive end. No, I was
Yeah.
playing safety. Because it was freshman year, so they would just throw you in random positions. I was running and I was looking at the quarterback, and then one of the defenders just came and he wrecked me. Also, one time, you know what I didn't know about? Because I played football for 1 year, and I didn't know what a fair catch was, and that almost got me in a lot of trouble. If you don't know what fair catch is, it's when like you punt it or whatever, and the receiver, you wave your hands in the air saying, like, I'm not going to run, it's going to be down right here. And then they catch it. I was the long snapper, so I snapped it, and my job was to snap it and just take off. Like, they told me, just snap it and hit the guy who catches it. So I was like, bet. So I snapped it. I'm running down the field. I'm running. And the guy, he goes like this. I don't know what that means. And I am like a few feet from him. And I noticed that everyone stops. And I was like, I didn't know what was happening, so I just stopped too. But I was ready to end this kid.
I'm glad. Yeah, I was like, I thought you were gonna tell a story that you just creamed him and then you went to jail or something. Served juvie.
That was probably one of the funniest things that never happened, I think, when I played football. Because like to me it was funny because I look back, I'm like, I almost fucked that kid up. Like he would have hurt. Because when you fair catch, like you know that no one's gonna hit you, so you're just standing there. You're not bracing or anything. And
Yeah.
I picked up some
Yeah.
speed as I got down the
Same here,
field.
buddy. Same here.
All right,
If you
we're gonna end it here.
If you guys like the video, please like, subscribe, write comments. We try to read them. We try to respond. We're trying to build a community. We're not just trying to be. I was gonna say our ultimate goal though is to blow up and act like we don't know nobody. So once we get that 200 subscriber threshold, we're not gonna respond to any more comments. I just want you to know that.